All right, we should be live. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, December 29th. 6 degrees Celsius right now here in the East End, and it is 10:57 a.m. Hello, Pine Sol, Wesley, Gaby, Ali from Iraq, Adam C., Sheena Roberts, John Nicholson, Frank Cree, Who's Ja, I Like to Walk, Fizz on, can't read the rest of that, Sheena, Hamani, Yahia, Jeanette is here, Marge, Brad Palmer, John Nicholson, Vivian Johnson, our CEO, Sanjib, and everyone else, thank you for tuning in. Thought I would do a live stream this morning instead of a regular video. All right, let's go for a walk without the gear. Actually, if I do that, we'll probably lose the connection. I'm doing something different. I'm changing my hotspotting on this live stream. I usually hotspot from the S20, but today we're doing everything 100% with the iPhone. So hopefully we have a more stable connection. But we're here on the east end of Greektown. This is Jones Avenue. So I think what I'll do is I'll walk over to maybe Greenwood, and then we'll head south down to Queen Street. Thanks for tuning in. There I am, probably still with toothpaste on my face. I'm the type of person that will go out with my fly down and toothpaste all over my face. Shirt untucked, looking like a slob. But oh well, we're out and about. Have I had breakfast? Yeah, I didn't have my smoothie. I just had a bowl of cereal. Here's Jones Avenue. I think it'll take about 15 or 20 minutes or so to get to Greenwood. Then we'll walk south down to Queen. Yeah, it was rainy the last few days. I didn't actually make content. Well, I made a members and Patreon supporter video yesterday. But I haven't been recording stuff, hence the live stream instead of a video. David Victor, 350. May heaven's waters find your cup and fill you. David Victor. Thank you so much for the 350, David Victor. Perhaps there'll be a coffee picked up along the way. I'm actually going to try something here. One sec. All right, strides. I'm just pulling up my stream again here. David Warren, $30. Holy shit. David Warren. Happy New Year, Johnny. David Warren. Happy New Year to you as well, sir. Thank you so much for the $30 and the super chat and the support. Wow. Oop, I gotta make this phone not rotate here. Auto rotate. Oh, there's someone. Not having a good day up ahead. So this is Riverdale. We're on the East End. I think this guy is harassing. And that big guy on the bike, he's following that girl. What are we watching here? Oh well. Someone's not having a good day. Let's keep moving here. Nothing to see here, folks. As long as everyone gets to where they're going safely. Although that guy woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And there is the only cafe. Oh, he's now walking this way. He's turned around. So we are at Donlands Avenue. And Donlands Station is right there to the north. Virginia Wedlake, $10. Happy New Year. Please be careful out there. Thank you, Virginia Wedlake. Happy New Year to you as well. Yes, I am doing my best to stay on the other side of the street from that guy and not see him pointing the camera at him. But thank you, Virginia Wedlake, for the $10. Happy New Year to you as well. All right, he is directly across the street from me now, almost. Just gonna let him pass the Burger Bros. Someone asked how my Christmas was. My Christmas went well. I was hoping to do a stumble stream at some point where I could show off some of what Santa brought me. But Sunday is New Year's. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a Johnny Stumble stream. And then we'll head out and we'll do a New Year's Eve stream on the Strides channel. There's no reason I can't do both. I'm probably going to try to avoid the busy areas, just to avoid the cell phone congestion. Oh, that guy. I did not pick a good time. He just started yelling at a car. JG says do a New Year's stream. Yeah, I'm planning on it. No, I've never bumped into Ken at either mall, but we were both at Square One at the same time. Oh, he's hopping a fence now. The guy literally just climbed the fence on the side of that building and jumped over it. So we're going east on Danforth. Sally Smith is here. Thank you for tuning in. Just a friendly reminder to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Hey there, how you doing today?
Sorry about
The Moonlight Pub. So I had a thought to go down Greenwood. I know Danforth is a bit more interesting, but when we get to Queen Street, things will pick up. I can always do another all Danforth live stream later in the future. I'm getting sucked in by the more interesting streetscape of Danforth, but I'm gonna stop for a second. All right, we're gonna go south here, down to Queen. Sally Smith's parents still live by Monarch Park. So this is Greenwood Avenue. Sanjay in Kingston is here. Sanjay. Good to see you. Hope all is well. It's another kind of mucky, rainy day. I am thinking of possibly doing another live stream tonight. By the way, maybe around 8 p.m. Jennifer Gala, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Someone says Monarch Park is a horrible school. There is an outdoor skating rink and ice trail up ahead here on the right. Smitty says it's been warm the past couple of days. Yeah, it's been like 6 or 7 degrees. So this, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually a subway maintenance facility used by the TTC just on the right. And then just north of Dundas is Greenwood Park. Morning, JJ. Yeah, you can see the subway trains off in the distance there. See if we can zoom in there. You can see them way off. It's like a subway yard. It's got a bit of a gritty industrial feel to it, this side of town. A Florida license plate. By the way, channel members and Patreon supporters, I'll get your monthly exclusive video up. And in that video, I'll get it up within the next few days, I have revealed one of my trips coming up. So you'll have first dibs on finding out where I'm going. Nos, the transit kid, saying, anyone here knows what happened to Clayton? Sadly, someone logged in using Clayton's account a few days ago and posted that he had passed away over the holidays. Clayton Crawford has been a viewer of this channel for a very long time. He's always left extremely clever and witty comments. He was an accomplished writer. He had a book published. And never a negative thing to roll off of that guy's keyboard. And I remember meeting him on the subway a few years ago. And he was just as nice and friendly in person as he came across online. Part of me is still hoping that that wasn't true, what we read, but yes, he will be sorely missed. Rest in peace, Clayton Crawford. That really kind of brought me down hearing that. I've had emails from people before saying that viewers have passed on. About 2 or 3 over the past 3 years. But they weren't anyone who were regulars in the chat, they were just viewers. It's always sad to hear that sort of news. And 2 years ago, we lost Rolling with Ian on Christmas Eve. He lived in the same building that Ken lived in. And he made a number of appearances on streams. There goes a GO train. Greenwood Park, 0.6 kilometers. Little India, 0.8 kilometers. Dundas Street, 0.8 kilometers. So I think we're about 1.5 kilometers maybe down to Queen Street. And then I'm going to start walking west. We'll make our way through Leslieville. Thank you, JJ, for the kind words. Anya lives in Little India. Well, that is just to the left up here on Gerrard. But we're going to keep going south and down to Queen Street. All right, some retail coming up. Signs of life. So I started watching a channel of a guy I met when I was in Thailand. We met at a Hooters of all places. And his YouTube channel name was Chocolate Man in Thailand. And on my YouTube feed popped up Chocolate Man in a Van. And I got curious and I clicked on the channel and I started watching, wondering if it was the same guy. And he totally changed his YouTube channel from being like a nomad living in Thailand to a guy living out of a van. There's Left Field Brewery just over that way. I think that was one where some of the neighbors had complained that it got a little loud. There's a Pilot Coffee Roasters, a little hipster patch. Greetings, Sumant. You think Jeff is going back to Thailand? When? Yeah, I met a lot of YouTubers on that trip. There's him, Billy Blue, some guy named Zoom to Thailand, and a few more. Good morning, Eva, checking in. And Holly Green, John Barrios. Barrientos 9, sorry, I got that wrong. So we head down a kind of sleepy Greenwood Avenue. We repair all makes and models. Should think they could do a Tesla. It says all makes and models. JJ says my top 3 memories of the year. You know, that might kind of be the theme of the stream I do later. I was thinking of kind of doing a year-end review, recap kind of stream. Play a bunch of clips of highlights throughout the year. Of course, I have to put that together. I've got no other plans today. I've already got a video to post for tomorrow, so I might just work on that this afternoon. Someone speaking Korean, 안녕하세요. I can read that. You say 여기 캐나다입니다. I don't know what the first part of that means, but is this Canada? Yes. We are on the east side of Toronto, east of downtown, heading south. Rudox Pro says English, please. I make an exception for Korean. I can read it. I think it's kind of fun. But yes, please try to keep your chat in English. And the reason for that is we have no idea if someone is saying something offensive or not. And it's asking a lot of the mods to like translate everything. Morning, Kevin. Mark D. And we're at Greenwood. I think this is where Ryan Rides lives, right around the corner from here. Steve Sale says Korean is hard to learn. It's pretty fun. Oh, hello.
My name's Frank.
Frank?
Come and say hi.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Have a nice day. Hey, we just met a viewer, Frank. Friendly guy? We're at Greenwood and Gerard. And Little India is just over that way, the Gerard India Bazaar. Yuggy means, so you said here is Canada. Yes.
Well, that's my idea.
Did I narrow down my travels for 2024? There may be 2 trips in the works already, both for January, believe it or not. We're gonna hit the ground running in 2024. I was supposed to travel, or I wanted to, in like November, December this year, but it just didn't happen. So here's Greenwood Park. Oh, I'm not wearing the best shoes for this, walking through mucky conditions, but how can I not go to the ice trail up here? Also, there's a bathroom. I'm wondering if I can just mute the audio and put the camera down. I kind of have to go. Johnny Slides. Johnny Streams. Stream my stream on the stream. There's something you don't see a whole lot this season so far. Snow, although that would be, I'm assuming, from the cooling system. Got this neat ice trail right next to a hockey rink. Is this bathroom open? I'm wondering how I can pull this off. Oh, it's not open. Those jerks. You jerk faces. IT says hide us in a corner somewhere. A little hockey action. Jenny K is here. Jenny Kritzkamp. I just saw your message on Patreon. Welcome back, Jenny. And thank you for the support and for signing up to Patreon. Action Kid checking in. I thought it's a washroom, not a bathroom. Yeah, in Canada, we tend to say bathroom in a household, washroom if it's public and there's no actual bathing facility, but still they're interchangeable. I don't think there's a way for me to walk along this skating trail without going on the ice. Maybe. We can go along this way. Are you going to be streaming New Year's from New York, Action Kid? Oh, you know there's a washroom over there for sure. That would be like a change room facility. Maybe we can pause things and go in there.
Oh, yeah?
Some more hockey. Greetings, Harjot. Action Kid says he is. There you go. You can check out New Year's from Toronto on this channel, or head over to Action Kid and see the action from New York City. Gaby says 439 watching, only 18 likes. There's got to be more than 18 likes. I don't know. Do I want to go into like a change room full of kids? Nah. Let's not do that. If there was someone outside I could trust the camera with, I would do it. Then I would have to leave my phone with it because that's hotspotting. Oh well, let's head back to Greenwood, and then we're going to head south down to Queen Street. But where the heck is the snow, eh? And Liz P is here. My friend was telling me the other day, in Vancouver, they don't really have all the public skating facilities we do in Toronto. In terms of outdoor skating during the winter, we kind of kick their butt in that regard. And it's cold enough there that if they do the in-ground cooling, they could easily do the same thing. There's a large off-leash area. Correct, I am in Greenwood Park. All right, Ali from Iraq, take care. Should I go stomp through that big giant puddle? It is crazy. We're at the end of December. There's no snow. Had like one light snowfall and a couple of days of flurries, and that's it. All right, we've made it to Dundas. So that is it for Greenwood Park. Is it cold outside? Not really. I forget what I said it was. Let me check. 6 degrees, according to my phone here. So we're gonna make our way south. Down to Queen Street and start marching west through Leslieville. There's a little frosty. Yikes. Jenny says Frosty hasn't melted yet. Yeah, the inflatable Frosty will melt under extreme heat. Is it supposed to rain again, Jelly Bean? I saw it was raining all morning and was going to clear up around 7. And that's why I decided to stream this morning. Tomorrow morning's video will be a driving video. In fact, I have 2 driving videos on tap. I might save one until the New Year's. Tomorrow's is an hour long. And the next one is an hour and 45. Mike Landry, $2. Mike Landry, thank you so much, sir. Happy New Year's to you, Mike. Thank you for the $2. Jenny K misses the witty banter. There is no such thing in these parts. If I see like a small cafe or something, I might go in and order something just to use the facility. But the last time I live streamed with this setup, I was running into connection problems. So I've changed how I've configured things. I think I'm still going to stream with the phone on New Year's. Order a flying bagel. Jelly bean, I had a bowl of cereal. I didn't go too crazy, but what I forgot to do was use the facility right before I streamed. When I transfer at Bloor-Young Station, I usually pop in and finish things up. Dang Smoke Barbecue. So welcome to Leslieville. It starts just east of here over at Coxwell, and it runs along to the rail tracks. That's it, JJ. Just a number one. Kapow, Combative Sport Fitness, kapowsports.ca. Jason, I just live streamed up at Young and Finch. In fact, my 100K live stream, we were up there. I might go back up there. I don't like doing the same areas too often. I'll probably go back up when there's a snowfall. New building across the street, all the retail doesn't seem to be full yet. I like it though. I like the balconies, good privacy from the neighbors. I like the brick over all glass.
You know what I mean? But she's like just keep it up.
Physiotherapy, what I need is an establishment with a restroom. Just a little cafe would be nice. So I've talked about my favorite bar on King Street East closing, Betty's. There is Betty's East, their other location. It's a very different atmosphere and vibe there. But it's good to see they're still alive and kicking. Johnny once dropped / threw a bagel on a live stream. Oh, that was at the end of a stream in Liberty Village. I ate half the bagel and then dropped half of it. Oops. I've done worse than that. Another mid-rise. More vacant retail. My guess is the rents on these retail in the new buildings is much higher. They're not going to attract the kind of mom and pop business that the older ones do. There's Jules Bistro. That's a very popular spot. Of course, at this time of day, the streets are relatively dead. This is Hastings Avenue. Cam says everyone's still in bed. Yeah, a lot of people have this week off work. I know a few people that would normally be working that are not. Morning, Derek C. There is the Duke. And this is Leslie Street. So just south of here is the Leslie Street Spit. I walk into one of my favorite cafes. I don't know if I have a favorite cafe around here. The Friendly Thai. I had Thai food last night. I had a pad krapao. A chicken krapao. Normally it's beef. And here is a really old school gas bar. Talk about a blast from the past. They've even got a big ass propane tank. Look at those tanks. I think this is the kind where when they want to check how much gas is used, they literally put a stick into the ground over there where they fill up the gas and they measure the gas level based on where it comes up to on the stick, and that's how they know how much they've used and how much to put in. They don't have the digital meters like modern gas stations. Yeah, Greek Bistro. Come on, give me a small cafe. Mike Landry says 152.2 per liter there. That seems kind of pricey. I've heard good things about this place. I've never tried it. There's a really good brewery across the street called Radical Road. 501 to York and King. I'll be making a detour. But we're at Jones Avenue. So we started north of here at Jones and Danforth on the east end of Greektown. And there's the classic Leslieville mural. The lack of coffee shops along this stretch is appalling. Does everyone just rock their Keurigs at home in this neighborhood? Crowded House Mediterranean. thank you to all 479 viewers who are currently watching at the moment. If you want to be notified of the next live stream, just click the bell. I'm going to say there's a 60% chance I go live tonight around 8 p.m. And maybe I'll go double live on the Stumbles channel Sunday night and then New Year's Eve shortly after. Leslieville is beautiful. Oh, that place isn't open. Sam says it looks like South Chicago. La Paella. Paella? Hanoi 3 Seasons. You know, I was looking at my travel videos, and surprisingly, the ones I did from Hanoi all did pretty well. Well, all but one. The Hanoi videos did better than the Saigon videos and the Bangkok videos. The Seoul videos did really well. I don't have plans to go back to Seoul this year, but that might change. The Crazy Dollhouse is just up there. I don't know. It's a little bit out of the way. Let's skip it. We've seen that on prior streams. I really like this building here. I think that's cool. It's almost Japanese style. There's a lot of neat restaurants that get surprisingly busy. It doesn't look busy now, but if you want to come here for dinner, I recommend reservations at most of these places. Remarkable Bean. There we go. We have a cafe. We have a cafe. Hopefully they're not playing music in here. It's okay. At anyone. I just want to order a coffee. Can I get a latte medium? And you have a bathroom? All right, thank you. All right, guys, I'm just going to put this down and leave it, and I'm going to mute it. I'll be back. Just waiting to pay. I'll be a sec, guys. Great success. I apologize for the siesta, but that was the remarkable bean latte. And I don't normally tip when I do takeout, but he was friendly and I needed the facility. Let me get my streaming here going. I don't think oh, we lost some viewers. Some people didn't want to wait. But replenished, used at the facility, washed the hands, got a latte in hand. We're ready to continue this adventure. Sorry, Jelly Bean, if you had your heart set on Starbucksing it. Successful leak, yes. Whew. Now to check to make sure I did my fly up. When you feel a gust of wind where you shouldn't feel a gust of wind. Dopey Tripods' barbershop next. I'm using the Galaxy to view the chat. It's a little bigger than the iPhone. It's a little better suited. For this purpose. There we go. Hey, maybe we could get an Aperol Spritz. Whew. I was afraid this would end up being a really short stream. Jason, yeah, I don't get it. What I really don't get is if you're in a public bathroom and you don't wash your hands, and I see you doing that, whoever I am with, I am telling, hey, look at that guy. He didn't wash his hands. Right? The grossest is when someone comes out of a stall and you hear a flush and then they like stand in front of the mirror, fix their hair, and don't even like pretend to wash their hands and they walk right out. Oh, you better believe I'm telling everyone I'm with. Yeah, Jennifer Gala. I am going to be buying the S24. That'll be my daily phone. The iPhone 15 Pro will be relegated to backup live streaming duty. In fact, I might even make it my webcam. I'm using an iPhone 12 as my webcam now. Jellybean asking what I got my mom for Christmas. I got her a 1.3 cubic foot Panasonic microwave. She had, I think, a 0.7 or 0.9 cubic foot microwave. That wasn't very good. Johnson Family Bakery, so gave her a nice little upgrade. I think she's really enjoying it. Poppy from Seinfeld. Exactly. But what we really need to do is make all bathrooms kind of hands-free, right? You should be able to, there should be sensors for either your feet or your hand to open the doors and run the taps. It's kind of gross. You wash your hands and then you have to turn the tap off, especially if they don't have paper towel to grab to turn the tap off. There's a busy coffee shop, Pilot. Jet says I spoil my mommy. Well, she spoiled me. I got 2 merino wool sweaters. Maybe I'll save the rest for the stumble stream. If mine dies, I can borrow hers. Oh, I bought. Oh, there's an electric.
I got 2 merino wool sweaters.
I just cranked my
Maybe I'll
volume
save
up
the
here.
rest for,
Electric FedEx truck. I got a pretty good microwave myself, although when I was opening it out of the box, when I moved into my apartment, I ran to the Best Buy to buy it, and I broke the plate. So that spinning plate has had a giant crack in it the whole time. Hasn't really affected anything. We are at Carla. You thought I passed a viewer watching on blast? It's the way I'm one-handing my camera and my phone. My finger accidentally dragged the volume slider up. I'm gonna have to build or invent a device for streaming when I have coffee in hand. Junk Food Junction, really enjoyed your Square One video posted on Boxing Day. Thank you. I would have posted that video a day earlier, but a certain other YouTuber went to Square One like an hour before I did and posted his video a day before I did. So I thought I would wait. There's Reliable Fish and Chips, which gave everyone a scare when it closed down, but it reopened. Reguito 208. Here's for a portion of your latte, Johnny. You deserve it. Reguito. Thank you so much for the 208 Reguito. Contributing towards my delicious latte. All right, I bet that tour bus is going to the Opera House up ahead. That's my bet. That is like a band traveling. And I bet they've got a show tomorrow night or tonight, probably tonight. So when we walk by the Opera House, I'm guessing we see that parked in front. Hey, another cafe. Mercury Espresso Bar. It's also possible that it's going to make a right up Broadview and head up to the Danforth Music Hall. It's also possible it's not a music artist at all traveling. Jenny K agrees with the band idea. Any one topping pizza, $10.99. It's a good deal in my books. We're at Logan Avenue. There's Starbucks. Someone just said Starbucks is a little far. There's a Bucks. Sorry, Starbucks, we're going local today. As delicious as your mint hot chocolates are, or your macchiatos. Hello, G. Jackie Roxas, watching from Chicago. All right, my latte is done. It's time to find a bin. That Mexican restaurant is pretty good. I know someone who got married there. Hey Johnny, what are you going to eat for lunch after the stream? I don't know. I might just have my smoothie. I ate like trash over the holidays. Do I want a McMuffin? No, I'm good. Thanks for the offer. I can't be the only one that didn't have a very healthy diet over the holidays. Doesn't help that my mom gave me like 2 boxes of cookies and a bunch of chocolate. One of them was chewy PC Decadent cookies. I opened that. Oh, I'll just have a cookie. What do you know? I'll have 2 or 3 more. Next thing you know, the row is gone. 20 minutes later, you're like, yeah, let's start the next row. And by the end of the night, the bag is empty, and that is why I don't have cookies in my house. I know it's bad news. Peter Bradfield, $1.99. Don't feel sorry for Starbucks. They'll be fine. Thank you, Peter Bradfield. I will not be sorry or feel sorry for Starbucks. Thank you so much for the $1.99, Peter. There's the Jimmy Simpson Rec Center. Does my dad live in Niagara Falls? Well, he did till he passed away. If you eat healthy at Christmas, you're doing it wrong, says Mike T. Yeah. And they are prepping this area to build an Ontario Line subway station. This is where Leslieville ends and Riverdale begins. You could call it South Riverdale, but specifically this stretch of Queen goes by Riverside. Chris Smith says we're going to Gerrard Square. I need to go to Gerrard Square. When I went to Square One, I pulled out my camera to record a video, and it said, you don't have a memory card in here, dummy. So I had to go to Walmart and buy a memory card, but I already have 1,000,000 memory cards. I don't need any more. So I'm gonna return that memory card I used for that video. There's tabbouleh, Middle Eastern cuisine. They've got other locations around the city. I've seen one up near Yonge and Davisville. And there is Degrassi Street. Thank you, Maycock Janet. And thank you to everyone for tuning in. Again, I might go live tonight. A double live, although I think the one tonight would be of the at-home variety. I wanted to do a video kind of summarizing the year in review. But instead we might just do that as a live stream. Because why the heck not, eh? Jellybean says my vid will still be on the card. I don't care. Well, I can do a true format of it. If you just do a quick format, you're not actually erasing your data. But you can just record over it entirely, or do a long format, and it'll replace every bit of information, but I don't really care. What are they going to do with that video if it is on it? But yeah, if you ever discard a hard drive or memory card, do not do a quick format. Everything on there can be recovered. If you have a phone and you choose wipe the phone, all your data is still on there too. You have to actually write over it again. Authentic Vietnamese cuisine on the left.
Yeah, but you're the same size.
Thank you, Chris Smith. Well, that big tour bus thing is not in front of the Opera House. Slayer Burger. Gonna walk the Danforth anytime today? I started on the Danforth. We saw some interesting things on the Danforth. Yeah, Smitty, any hard drive you can completely erase. Real Greek Heroes, it's just, I don't have anything on an SD card I really care about. Like, what's someone gonna do with my video? They can already download it off of YouTube. I'm not making OnlyFans videos or anything. So we are in Riverside. We've left Leslieville, and this is Broadview Avenue. The last time through here I walked, I think it was just a few weeks ago, we came down Broadview. I walked along the north side. So let's stay to the south side here. Remember me streaming during the wildfire? Yeah. When Toronto had the worst air in the world of any major city, that was fun. New York City got it really bad as well. Eastbound Brewing Company. There's Prohibition. Burger and wing combo, 1975. Jeez, who is paying that to pop in for a fast food lunch? Johnny, do you have any pets? Do the spiders in my bathroom count? There's a look over at the Broadview Hotel, formerly Jilly's. So 2 nights ago, I got into my fungi, we'll just call it that, chocolate bar in the fridge, and I had some more of that. And I watched a really stupid movie. That was fun. So how would you mark and commemorate the first baseball field in the city? Well, you build a shitty little public parquet And you put down a very unofficial sized infield. That's me. Hello, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, do you want to be on
Follow
stream?
you on YouTube channel.
Awesome. What's your name?
Wilker. I'm from Brazil.
Oh, awesome.
Can I take a picture with
Sure.
you? My family and I, we always see. Thank you, man.
Well, nice to meet you. Enjoy Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheers.
Sure. Thank you.
Take care. We may or may not have been sniped. Friendly guy. That's 2 friendly viewers on this stream. We met someone, I think, up near Greenwood and was it Gerard? I think it was. Jeanette says friendly viewer. You're a friendly viewer, Jeanette. Lucky viewer. I don't think meeting me is lucky. Let's see, what's my battery at? 46%. There's plenty of juice. The good thing about that baseball diamond is that it's harder for people to steal the bases. You mean physically steal the bases or steal during a game? I would think. With the bases so close to each other, I might be stealing all the time. If you get a good jump, you're literally taking like 4 strides and you're there. Although if the catcher has a reliable release, she'll probably get gunned down a whole lot, so there's that, I guess. Promote your band. He caught me mid-gripe. Here's something I won't gripe about. This driver blocking the crossing here doesn't bother me at all because she doesn't have good visibility to her left. She can't see the traffic coming this way if she doesn't. So, just got to use common sense. Sometimes they have no choice if they want to pull safely out into traffic. There's the Don Valley Parkway. So we are crossing over into downtown, I guess. I didn't think we'd be getting this far. We're entering the east side of downtown. There's the Canary District. It's the Queen Street Viaduct. I don't call it ugly. It's very old. There's the 501 Queen streetcar. Last time we came this way, didn't I go down through the Distillery District in the morning? I think King Street's a bit nicer and more pleasant than Queen Street East. Ditto for Front Street. Edward says hi from Paris. I was in Paris not too long ago. It's funny, I was looking at my travel videos and the ones from Paris did the worst. They did worse than Barcelona, than Thailand, Vietnam, or Korea. I think there's just so much Paris content online. I guess the Humane Society is just over there, Jeanette. My favorite charity. Speaking of which, what a kind soul Clayton Crawford is. He super chatted once to donate to the Terry Fox run, but the run was completed. So I went back and forth with him a little bit, and we sent $100 to Princess Margaret. Johnny, you should do a live stream walking the streets of New York City. Maybe. I went to New York City like 3 years ago, and I met up with Action Kid, but I didn't do any recording there. I hadn't been there in so long. I kind of just wanted a pure tourist experience. How does it feel to be famous? I don't know. Let's ask someone who is actually famous. This is King Street East on the east side of downtown. And we're starting to get very light misty rain. Comes a UPS truck. North Medical Spa. Should I go get some Botox done? I think that's what they do there. Buy some stupidly expensive face cream treatment that'll do nothing. It's an interesting thing to lock up. This is Percy Street. So we are in Corktown, named after Cork County in Ireland. If you go to New York City, be sure to team up with Alan, the homie food and fun. I wonder if Action Kid knows of him. Jelly Bean says lip fillers, Botox fillers, all that fun stuff. Whenever you see medical spa, that's usually what they do there. The distillery district is just south of here. That streetcar will be making a right, or I guess a left from your perspective, and heading down to the distillery loop. Sally's Smith, $10. Thanks for the diversion while staring at stock charts. Sally Smith, thank you so much for the $10. Much appreciated. I hope you're not missing any good stock action. I took a peek at my TFSA. And some of my ETFs are doing well. I thought the economy was in a tailspin, but my tech ETF is kicking ass. My long-term ETF is XEQT, and that one is still rising. Don't take financial advice from me. Hello, Tio Tom. I have been meaning to try this place. Gusto 501, I think it's an Italian restaurant. Just never actually got around to it. Sally Smith says my tech ETF has done well over the last year. Yeah. Thank to the tech gods, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. I think Tesla is a big one in it. Google. If I'm not mistaken, that's a TD Bank run ETF. I think it's a better hold than the Cathie Wood eARC or the Canadian equivalents. It's enough financial talk from a guy who doesn't know anything. Andrew says, you wonder if Walmart is similar to what you have in the States? Yeah, it's pretty similar. When Target opened here, they really dropped the ball. They didn't have the same fulfillment system. So they had warehouses full of product, but the shelves were empty and they didn't know what went where. So going to Target was not too different from going to Zellers. Just mostly empty stores. And by the time they could figure it out, I think they figured it was cheaper just to pull the plug. The damage had been done to the reputation. Peter Bradfield, $1.99 in NYC, do a live stream with walking commuter. Yeah, I've chatted with him before. He's a super friendly dude. But thank you, Peter, for the $1.99 and the support. He's got a great channel. Made it past the doggy entourage. Either a dog walker or a really enthusiastic dog owner. There's the oldest still standing church in Toronto. Little Trinity Church. Damon Washington, $15. Hi Johnny, are you going to do any more walks around Humber Bay Shores? The one you did up Davenport Road are my favorite videos. Stay safe. Damon Washington. Thank you so much for the $15. And yes, we will be back to the Humber Bay Shores. I'm thinking of doing another Queensway walk along the Queensway. And then that'll take me down to the Humber Bay Shores where I could do a live stream. Christine Camley, $20. Terrific walk, Johnny. I wanted to say I'm so sad to learn that Clayton passed away. He was a really good friend to the whole community here. Yes, Christine, you couldn't find a nicer, more generous, or more creative and talented person than Clayton. Thank you so much for the support, and yeah, that was heartbreaking to hear that. It still is. I talked a little bit about that earlier in the stream. But that's a tremendous loss. I don't know the circumstances or anything surrounding that, but that's not really what matters at this point. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I talked about how Clayton sent me $100 to donate to the Terry Fox Foundation, but the run had just happened, and instead we decided to send it to Princess Margaret instead. And Clayton didn't want any publicity for that, or for me to mention it after the fact, but sorry, Clayton, I'm telling everyone, you had a very good heart. This is Berkeley Street. So there's a future Ontario line station here. Jenny K says, you have a feeling he wouldn't want us to be sad. Yeah, he would probably write a really witty short story to put a cheer on everyone's face. But there's like a staging ground for building the Ontario line. Thank you, Christine. And I read your comment. Sorry, I have been so flooded with stuff to do. I haven't even been replying to comments, but I do read them all. And yes, what I said about Tesla drivers was tongue-in-cheek. Well, of course, 90% of plus people on the road are responsible. There's a couch that probably costs north of $10,000. Andrew says, have I ever been to Vancouver, BC? Not in the exploratory sense, only in the layover sense. Speaking of which, I may have a layover in BC coming up fairly soon. In fact, January is going to be a whirlwind for me because I'm going away for like almost 20 days in total. So I'm going to have to load up on content. What I might do, oh, I knew you I was not super serious, Christine. What I might do is just do a lot more streams in lieu of videos on some days. January and February are kind of the least interesting, exciting times to be doing this in Toronto. That's one reason why I want to go away during the winter. There's not so much going on. So I might be a little more streaming heavy over those months. It's just easier to do a stream instead of a video. And that'll help me have content in the pipeline for when I go away. I'm still going to be editing and uploading from my trips. I'm looking forward to doing some more airport videos. There'll be a few hotel and resort reviews. Yes, resort. And if you're just tuning in, we are heading west on the south side of King Street East, on the east side of downtown. We started all the way up at Jones and Danforth, and I walked east over to Greenwood, then south, swinging through Greenwood Park and the outdoor ice skating facilities there, and then continued south down Greenwood to Queen Street, and then it was west through Leslieville and Riverside. There's the Chesterfield shop. Ooh, look at that. Nice sectional. $6,600. Oh, there's one at Structube I want to check out on my way home. They had a nice, like, condo-sized sectional that didn't seem too expensive. Johnny, do you think that the TTC didn't care about Line 3 Scarborough? I think that was not just the TTC, but that is all levels of government. A massive failure. What they should have done had something more concrete in terms of like a busway along the old SRT line or something ready to go for when it had to be decommissioned. Jelly bean, $2. Free grilled cheese at King and Young if you want it. Jelly bean, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you, Jelly bean. Can I take a pass on the grilled cheese today? I'm gonna probably go home and just have a smoothie. But I much appreciate your generosity, and I will absolutely take you up on future Starbucks offers. Oh, I lost the chat. But thank you so much, Jelly Bean. Look at that. I lost the chat. Let me get this back here. It's starting to rain a bit. There we go. We've got the chat back.
This is why we go to young people's theater.
Yeah, we're quite far from King and Young. Pizza Forno. Yeah, I did used to work on the East Mall in the Valhalla Executive Center. And what's funny is my mom used to work in the same building in a company that was on the same floor that the company I worked for was on. Small world. I watched a video on how those office park style developments are in a world of trouble. Companies don't want to be located on the side of the highway surrounded by a parking lot moat anymore these days. Who would have thunk? And the vacancy rates are sky high. And a lot of those leases were signed before the pandemic. And a lot of companies aren't renewing their leases. Oh, the Petit Déjeuner, that's a very popular Belgian restaurant with a very big lineup. And we're at George Street. And you can see a foggy skyline off in the distance of the financial district. Well, my battery meter is red here, 30%. We got plenty of juice. The Hall Executive sounds like Undertakers for the rich. Hey, there was a Druxies, I think, in the food court there, where you could have an overpriced sandwich. What's my movie of the year? Is it called Murder of the Flower Moon? I watched that last night, Leonardo DiCaprio and why am I forgetting his name? Robert De Niro? I don't know, any movie that is 3.5 hours long is instantly disqualified from ever being nominated for Movie of the Year. That is too long. I can't believe I sat down and watched that thing from start to finish. I don't really know if I have a Movie of the Year. I do know that watching movies at home on the big screen with the Atmos sound system has completely obliterated going to the movie theaters. It's just a better experience. Have I been to Yorkville before? Yes. You'd be hard pressed to find a week where I don't go through Yorkville, either in a live stream or a video. George West says, good choice. Good choice, eh? Have I seen the Barbie movie? Yes.
I realize that you and the pig wagon rule the world.
Some excellent driving going on right there. How many steps have I walked today? There's a good question. Let me find out. We have walked 12,500 steps. Here, let's cross the street here. We'll head over into the park. It's always kind of nice in this park. And thanks everyone who has tuned in. There's the St. James Cathedral straight ahead. Oh, we're at an I can't tell if we're at an hour and 4 minutes or 104 minutes on the stream. I think that's 104 minutes. So I made some tweaks to my setup because what was happening before was whenever the Roger signal dipped, my streaming camera was cutting bait and disconnecting. So I've been tinkering with it. And I think I have cracked the code and got things a bit more stable. I might go with this setup to live stream on New Year's Eve. But we will be streaming in 720p, unfortunately. Not a very good resolution, but New Year's is just a very crazy night. I do, George West. You're a Taiwanese English speaker. This is your first time watching my live broadcast. You're happy to meet me. You want to make good friends with me. Well, be friendly in the chat and the community. Hey, this is new. The sign at the cathedral. I have content on the channel from Taiwan. In fact, I think the first time I ever really did like a face reveal was from Taiwan. I was getting on an elevator and my reflection ended up in the camera. That was in Taipei. That was back before I spoke in my videos. Yeah, crikey, I'm thinking of kind of avoiding the masses this year. Maybe I'll do Dundas Square and Nathan Phillips Square, but I'm gonna walk maybe to either Sherburne Common or the other way to the west side of the waterfront and see if we can get a view of the fireworks without the cell phone congestion issues. Because of course during the countdown everyone starts FaceTiming and going live on Insta. And that really brings down the network quality. What I was hoping was someone with like a balcony overviewing the waterfront with a clear shot of the fireworks would offer me a chance to come up and live stream from there and just use their Wi-Fi. That would be awesome. I was even thinking of looking for like an Airbnb on the waterfront where I could do that. Maybe I'll take a look when I get home today to see if I can find one. Might cost a few $100, but it would be worth it, I think. Do I use 5G? Yeah, we're on 5G now. I've got a complicated system where I'm hooked up to my camera via Bluetooth on this phone, but I'm hotspotting from the iPhone on 5G. And we are getting pelted with mist, or a very light rain. I'm just gonna wipe the camera off. It's starting to get wet. I'm probably gonna ruin one of my Pocket 3s with moisture. Mark D says I won't freeze in a condo. I would probably. I think what I would do is I would live stream outside and then before the countdown come inside. I'm going to take a look for Airbnbs when I get home. We are at King and Yonge. Maybe we'll just head north up to Dundas Square or something. Hey, that guy in that Benz has been pulled over. Mercedes driver? Color me surprised. All right. I have lost my chat. My phone has decided to start streaming Big Rig Travels Live from Salt Lake City. Why are you showing me this? Show me my stream, please. There we go. Jellybean, did you order a grilled cheese? You're telling me go get my grilled cheese or don't? Did you order it? Please confirm in the chat. I can go in and check. All right. Lunch has been brought to you by Jellybean. Good thing I've got my backpack with me. All right, Suburban, just turn. It's there free. Let's go see. Oh, that's not a Mercedes, it's a Lexus. All right. Julie, grilled cheese. There we go. Yeah, I've got to pick up, one of my viewers sent me a grilled cheese from Julie. That's all she sent, right?
Can I see? Yeah, it's just the one.
All right, thank you. All right, Julie, thank you so much. I'm going to put this in my backpack. Ooh. You know what? I'm actually kind of shaking with hunger now. I'm probably going to end up eating this. You know what? I think all right, I'm gonna give in. We're gonna eat this. That is good. Good enough. It doesn't even need ketchup. Jelly Bean, thank you so much for supplying lunch. Buttery goodness. Jeanette says Johnny Mukbang. Well, if you can hear me eating. Yeah, we walked by a Chipotle, but I was just starting to get hungry, like really hungry. Thank you so much, Jelly Bean. This turned into a restaurant review. There we go. This is as much mukbang as you will get. So I've refueled myself with a bathroom pit stop and a latte. Now we've got a grilled cheese. Cindy says it's lunchtime. We're way over the usual 90 minutes I do my streams. Van Gambler is quite good. It's so buttery that I don't feel the need to put ketchup all over it. Sounds like I got myself a runny nose. Yeah, that is a recent development in like the last few minutes. You walk around in this, it's bound to happen eventually. Wesley ate grilled cheese earlier in the morning. I gotta send Vivian Johnson her CEO bonus cookies. There's a Deanan and Coffee Company. It's the cheese that causes runny noses. I don't know about that theory. You can get a pretty good grilled cheese just around the corner here at the Sunset Grill. You can at Timmy's too, but this is probably better. What the heck? I have made the chat miniature. How do I make this bigger? All right, we're gonna switch back to the iPhone here for viewing the stream. A good way to make a grilled cheese at home is using like a Foreman grill or a press. Oh God, it's actually raining.
Do you have 10 cents? by
Sorry.
chance?
It is raining good. We're at Queen Street. I'm just gonna finish the grilled cheese. Mm. Still got some in my hand. So we're at Queen Street.
And I looked. I was like,
More crappy weather. The last remnant of grilled cheese. Yeah, that guy asked me if I had 10 cents. You know what? If I had change, I have no problem sparing with it. They obviously need it more than me if they're asking. I just don't have any change. I'm gonna wipe my camera off. It is getting wet. In fact, let's shortcut. Let's keep the camera wet or dry. We'll take the Eaton Center. Open up to Dundas Square. Tesla. Jelly Beans is in the mall again. Yeah, we're just avoiding the rain. The last time I live streamed out here on Boxing Day, we went through the mall, but that was at the start of the stream. But thank you so much, Jelly Bean, for the grilled cheese. There's a always busy Starbucks down there. But we're just gonna head north. Chris Smith says getting close to Degrassi Street. You must be watching the stream from like well over an hour ago. Walking north through the Eaton Center. We're gonna go finish up at Dundas Square. And again, I might live stream again tonight, maybe around 8. That one will be like an at-home hangout. I might order a pizza or something. I know I talked about how I've been eating like shit during the holidays. Now I'm talking about ordering a pizza, but that might be what I end up doing. Hey, a Hoka store. I'm wearing shoes by one of your arch rivals. Today we are going with the Ultra Escalante 3s. T.O. Thompson Sankofa Square. You will not hear me ever call it by that name without making fun of it. What a stupid, pardon my French, fucking thing to call it. I don't get political on this channel or push many narratives, but if they actually go through with that ridiculous name change, you better believe I'll do my best to make sure the masses don't actually call it that. Similar to Skydome. When you go on Reddit, where there's generally a fairly progressive crowd, when they are staunchly opposed to the ridiculous renaming of the square, you know City Council has royally fucked up. Consulting the public? No. Sticking to Toronto's naming conventions? No. Picking a un-Canadian word that has nothing to do with anything? Yes. Wasting taxpayer money? Yes. It is just stupidity all around. Anyways, I'm sure that rant will be repeated and expanded upon many times in the coming months. We're gonna go this way here. And it's gonna be up the escalator. Christine says the city should have consulted the public. Yes, 100%. We are about to exit the Eaton Centre. And head out into Young Dundas Square or Dundas Square. Either name is acceptable. Some Blade Runner vibes going on with this lighting. Light reflecting off the ground. It's kind of cool. There's a look north up Yonge Street. And we started in the east end of Greektown, walked over to Greenwood, south down to Queen, picked up some coffee, made a pit stop, walked west into downtown along King Street, over to Yonge, picked up a grilled cheese sandwich courtesy of Jelly Bean, ate the grilled cheese sandwich. No longer am I getting the hunger shakes. And here we are. So this is about it. It's also raining, so I think I timed this one right. I don't want my camera to get too wet, nor do I want to pull out the umbrella. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in for this longer than usual live stream. Again, subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when the next live stream is. I'll probably be live later tonight on this channel. And I'll be live Sunday, maybe 2 times on the Johnny Stumbles channel, maybe around 7. And then again going out for New Year's Eve, covering the fireworks and all that fun stuff. So there might be a double live on Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm going to be busy tomorrow night, so it's unlikely. And I'm going to see about getting an Airbnb overlooking the waterfront tonight. Because if I could do a New Year's stream from there, I think that would be really cool. That way I could just use the Wi-Fi and not rely on the over-congested cell signals. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thank you to everyone who sent support during the stream. Thank you to our channel members and Patreon supporters. An exclusive video is coming your way within the next few days. Thank you to our mods, Vivian, Marge, Sanjay, Sheena, and everyone else. All right, Christine Camley, have a terrific day. Thank you. Thank you to everyone. And again, condolences to the friends and loved ones of Clayton Crawford. You will be sorely missed by this community, and I'm sure many others that you are a part of. But thank you so much, guys. It is time to do that thing where I say yoink. It'll take me like a minute to actually kill the stream, so it's just going to go black when I end it. But rest assured, it is actually dead. I just lost the chat. But thank you so much, guys. I will catch you on the next one. And if I don't see you before the new year, Happy New Year.